Alright, what's good TikTok and YouTube, but mainly TikTok. So I have a fun little thing here for you guys, a little proposal if you will. That's if you want to, of course. I recently got into Fallout 76 here. As you see, got a shit ton of quests I gotta do. I don't care that it's a lot, I really don't. I played plenty of games where there's a shit ton of stuff on the screen, so I don't mind. I have turned it off a couple times if I need to focus on a quest, or if I'm doing something, or trying to concentrate on a fight. You know, they're able to turn on and off unless I'm chilling like I am right now. But the point of this video is a couple of things. I'm gonna ask the proposal for you guys first, and I'm gonna go into why I'm playing this and how I feel about the game, and just my take on it from what we've heard throughout the years compared to the other Fallouts, especially with the things going on with Starfield right now too. So we'll get into all of that one thing at a time. So the first thing, proposal of course, a little idea for this game. It is multiplayer, but it's not crossplay. So for anyone who's on PlayStation, I'm only level like 20 or 21. It's nothing too crazy. I don't have a shit ton of ammo or a shit ton of stim backs and heals and all that jazz. I did have a good 99 at one point, but then I soloed two bosses. Of course, using slightly cheesy methods between rocks. But yeah, I still got the XP, still got the credit. You know, that shit was cool. But my proposal is, if you guys want to play this with me, you know, let me know. Like, then we can set a day, or I could just join a group and run around with you guys. Like, I might not do as much damage, but if you're all doing like 100 damage a hit or 10,000 a hit, and if I do like 8 or fucking 2, well, at least now you have 10,008, right? So and hell, I could probably distract the boss for people. So I'd be like, yeah, just bring him over here. Like, you got this, man. I'd be like, ah! You know, I've done that type of shit in other games before. And that usually creates a lot better bonds with people. Like one of you guys who I maybe just might meet tomorrow, or a week from now, a couple months. You might be my best friend, or one of my best friends for like the rest of my life. I don't know. And that's usually how it ends up with some people. Like, right, a couple of examples. There's like Bowhacker, there's Owen, there's Pontiff, there's Slavic, there's Coin Purse, there's K9. You know, all kinds of people. Hell, even some people may not like these two names because some people have issues with each other. There's like, well, actually more than two. There's Golden Glues, there's Obi Cat, which kind of disappeared, but he's still cool in my book. What's it like at your Leaky Mustard? Not everyone likes all of his edits, but plenty of people do. And I'm one of those people. I appreciate him as a buddy too. He's awesome. Not awesome to everybody, but same deal with me. I'm not the most awesome dude, but you guys think I'm awesome. So I think you're awesome too. You know, we're both of the same species. And that's why we're here today, talking about shit like this. So now the second thing though I wanted to mention is about the reputation of the game and how to feel about it and how I feel about it. Over the course of when it came out, and I did play it when it released, it was buggy to hell. It was like how Starfield is now in some cases, where there's like floating NPCs, characters' eyes are wide open, mouth are teleporting from characters' mouths and floating up into the air, like their body parts are just levitating or some shit. Weird stuff all around. And other than that, though, the very beginning area was the most disappointing thing that deterred me from it at first. Because I didn't actually play through the game fully or even try to. I just looked at the first zone and thought, okay, it's a starting zone, I get it, but there's gotta be more to it. Like, maybe I'm missing something. And one of the things I regretted doing was I didn't actually play it. I didn't do the quest. And because I didn't do the quest, I didn't get to actually experience it for what it was. So I just ran around and went in random directions. I'm like, okay, some of these enemies are too hard. Other times they just spawn Scorched or Feral Ghouls modified, if you want to call it that, just everywhere. And it's rinse and repeat in some zones. But the entirety of the map, it's not just the flatwoods. Like, there's all kinds of shit going on here. Like, since I've traveled a good bit, hell, I can tell you now, Deathclaws here, super mutants, raiders, all kinds of different raider factions. There's a different raider faction over here. There's some people chilling in the vault that don't want to open the door. There's another vault where I need a password to, like over here. I have to solve a riddle. I don't know how to fucking do that shit. You know, it's interesting. The fact that there's so much to do. So I'm not trying to tell people like, oh, you should play like 76 and stuff, like, if you've hated it throughout all these years and all this time, and you can continue to do so. But for the people who are like me, where you're kind of like, I don't know if I should play it, I don't feel like I should bother it, it's worth it, you know. And of course, right now I'm being a Brotherhood of Steel nerd, just helping them with their quest and doing my thing. You know, they're not my favorite clan. I'm mainly like a raider type of dude, but Brotherhood of Steel is like up there with my top two, especially because they got Liberty Prime, and I've already seen the Liberty Prime leg being built, so I feel like they're gonna use it in one of the quests. So I'm very excited for that. And hell, there's other groups, you know, subgroups too that might turn into larger groups later on. But the fact that there's so many choices, I like that shit. And since we got most of the things with the subject of the game's reputation, we'll talk about Starfield now for a second. Like I said, it's kind of like falling apart, but it still is a good game somewhat from what I've seen. People are going to planets, exploring. You can build things, I think. You can make little camps and extend them. You can take over things pretty much as long as you have the resources, just like in Fallout 4, or even 76 for that matter. But, you know, it's single player, so you can probably build on structures. On 76, you cannot build on structures. You have to build in open areas, which kind of sucks. So you can't go into a area like this and just make it yours. You feel me? It's a quest area, too. So even more reason why they wouldn't let you. And now the other thing to mention, which was, I have a shit memory, so we'll just improvise for number 3, would be the whole... Just everything overall. You know, you guys don't have to join me in pursuits. Like, hell, you could even be weird. I could be roaming around in the world, and if you happen to find me and like you want to take me down, go ahead. Like, you might kill me, I might kill you, I don't care. You know, PvP is PvP to me. Some people get real salty about that shit on games. I don't care. Everyone's been stream sniped before. Everyone's been stalked. I've done the stalking too. Like, you go and like a content creator and you go, they haven't died in 100 days, huh? I'm gonna go change that. And you log in and go bring your best weapons and stuff and get stocked up on gear. Like, I've done it in Ark Survival plenty of times. And other games too. But anywho, I don't remember what else was going to need to be mentioned, so if there's any questions in the comments, you know, let me know. Add the things. I will try to assist in the endeavor. Yeah, I know I've done these type of videos where I almost talk for a whole 10 minutes, so we'll leave it at 8 minutes maybe. So any of you guys, thank you for your time. You have a good one. If you're weird and you like the bad ones, then you have the bad ones too. You know, I know you guys are out there. If you can think about it, if you think it's possible, it exists. There's a kinky motherfucker out there who loves his bad days. So, I respect you too. So, take care. Peace.